Oh, baby.
Oh, he's so cute.
Wake up. Hey, baby. Wake up. He's going to sleep like that?
Yo, he tired as a motherfucker. You know what? I don't think anyone's really going to be paying attention to the cat in this clip. The way the camera is.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. And there's my other baby over there. He's just hiding right now. He don't want to come out. He don't like the new kitty. I'm giving him all this attention. All right, baby, blow a kiss. Blow a kiss.
Blow it.
Yeah, blow a kiss. Oh, I'm trying to keep you and the kitty in the camera. Oh. Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Philko here, aka Philko, aka Phil, aka Yo Nyaga. And that was my ex-wife and my kitty, one of my kitties. I have two kitties, and they're back in New York. Now, this video was taken like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, maybe. No, 2 years ago. And that was my apartment in the projects. Yo, it was a mess. It was a mess, but I'm so happy. Man, to go from the projects to where I am now, it's fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? Man, like whenever I watch that video, I remember the situation I was in back then. I think at that point, my situation wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. I mean, because I did a lot of acting from the ages of like 20 to about 25. Money and me were okay to about 20, 25. I started running into problems when I started traveling too much. When I started going to Germany and I started coming to Russia and I started losing all my connects in the acting industry. Then money got bad for me because I'm the kind of person who doesn't like having a job. I haven't had a job since I was 19, I guess. Like, I don't like having a job. I don't want to be that dude. You know, I just don't want to have a boss. I don't like having bosses. You know, I have a problem with authority, so I do my own thing. And I'm a hustler, straight up and down, just a hustler. That's the Brooklyn part of me showing right there, the hustling thing. And even if I gotta go to the other side of the world, I'm a hustle. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing a pretty good fucking job. I'm gonna take the camera out with me today, I think, so I can show you guys the area. The area is fucking awesome. And hopefully the fucking guys with the guns don't stop me from filming. I'm kind of scared of them. But anyway. What was I talking about? But yeah. That was my ex-wife. Now, our divorce was finalized last week. No, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago it was finalized. Now, I know I've been out here and it was like, wow, you're probably thinking, wow, you've been out here doing all this stuff and you had a wife. I filed for divorce before I came to Russia. You know, we both filed for divorce. We signed the papers and everything. You know, I was on the impression the marriage was finished, but it wasn't. You know, it's not my fault. You know, but it's finalized now. It's finished. You know, we got some more work to do when I get back to America, but our marriage was fine. You know, we had a good little marriage going on. Didn't last long. I think we got married too young. We got married way too young. Way too young, you know what I mean? I met her on Kontakte, which is the Russian social network. Now, for people who don't know me, like, people don't know shit about me. There's only a few people who really have an idea about me, you know? And I call them the 300. The 300. Because before I started making YouTube videos on the Russian social network, I had 300 friends. 300. Now, 300 friends and followers. Now there's like 35,000 or more. But from that original 300 who knew me like before YouTube, they know me. Like, they know me. And that's how this girl knew me. Now, before I would say kind of big in the like Russian kind of, I was always in the same field as the dancers. Even before I started making YouTube videos, because of the girls I was dating. So like almost every girl I dated was a Russian dancer or Ukrainian dancer. And like the dancing world is so small. It's very, very small. Like odds are if you're a dancer, you're from Russia, you like dancing hip hop, you like dancing dance hall, you like doing all that reggae stuff. Odds are you know me. I don't dance. But odds are you know me, and most of them knew me before YouTube. Because I would always date the same girls in the same circle. So back then it was like, same thing with my ex-wife. She was a dancer. How I used to meet people was I would offer housing in Brooklyn. And because me and my dad, my dad actually owns the house, but he let me rent the upstairs and stuff to people. And like, man, I had upstairs packed. I had upstairs packed. It got so packed at one point, I had to move out. That's because there was, how many bedrooms? There's 4 bedrooms on one floor, and I'm still renting rooms there. There's 4 bedrooms on one floor, and 4 bedrooms on one floor, and there was one girl in one, two girls in another, two girls in another, and four girls in another, and I was still living on that floor. I was still living there. I lived like this with them for maybe 2 or 3 days before I just like, I'm out. You know what I mean? 'Cause there's too many girls. Now, all these girls are all part of the 300. They all know me. I've been renting rooms forever. And I'm going to just be dead ass. If you know any of these 300 girls, most of them are girls, some guys, but if you know any of these 300, they will tell you what I was like before I started making YouTube videos. Anyone who thinks I'm in Russia for girls or I started making YouTube videos just because I want to meet girls, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because before I even started making YouTube videos, it was like that. I ain't gonna front. It was like that because I was renting rooms and we had no choice but to be close. And there was never no sex for money shit. None of that shit. Never. Never. Everybody, girls know I don't play with the money. I don't play. I guess my reputation actually was probably worse in a way back then because if you're a Russian girl, 2010, you're a dancer, you're in New York, odds are you've heard of me. And the things you heard of me wasn't really based on good things. It was like, oh, I know that guy, he used to date this person. Oh, I know that guy, he used to date this person. It wasn't really a good thing. You know what I mean? And I probably even had some enemies that I didn't even know about because of certain people I was dating, and she was dating this dancer or that dancer, and I didn't fucking know. I didn't know. You know what I mean? I didn't know and I didn't care. But I've just been in the mix with the whole Russian dance scene for a while. I'd say 5 years. And I don't dance. It's just the girls I usually like are dancers, and those girls usually like other dancers. For some reason, me. I don't fucking know why. At that time, I was actually sponsored. I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and I was sponsored by this school, but I left it because it was too far from my house. But I was actually sponsored with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I'll break a nigga ankle quick. You know what I mean? And before that, I was doing Taekwondo. I was doing a lot of city tournaments. I won a lot of city tournaments in Taekwondo. You know, fighting is something I can relatively do well. I remember me and my friends had a little fight league. It was like 10 of us. We called it NHS, New Hero Sparring. We used to fight and stuff. You know, I didn't lose. I was like 8-0. It was a lot of fun, man. And the funniest thing ever happened with this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu thing was one day, like, I was into this Jiu-Jitsu thing, Brazilian, way before the whole MMA, UFC crap got big. Way before that. I loved Fedor way before everyone else. You know, I was a Royce Gracie fan way before everyone else, before Americans knew anything. I'm talking 8-9 years back. It was a while ago. Way before anyone else knew about that shit. Maybe even earlier. And so one day, me and my friends were practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out in Prospect Park, and I'll never forget some white guy. I was like, wow, is this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? I was like, yeah. He's like, let me train with you. I'm like, sure. And we just start rolling, you call it, rolling, and it got pretty intense. And only I'll never forget, I followed the rules of tournament rules, and a lot of tournament rules back then was you could only slam somebody if they're getting you in a submission. So this guy, like, he was trying to get me in a triangle hold. I'm sure you guys know what the triangle hold is. The legs wrapped around your neck, one arm is in, one arm is out. But I was holding my arm to keep from getting armbarred, and his legs were still around my neck. So the only way I know to get him off at the time was to slam him. So I just met this dude literally 2 minutes ago. I literally have him up all the way, slamming him to the floor until he let go. And then I was like, oh, it's nice to meet you. And then we just walked away. Yo, it was crazy. But anyway, back to the situation. But yeah, you know, there isn't 300. No, there's one girl I knew since my 300 days, and she's out here in Moscow. We might meet. Her name's Dasha. When I met her, yeah, I was a bad guy. She knew I was a bad dude. She knew it. You know, she tried to keep the distance, but it didn't work. But I'm kidding. But yeah, she knew I was kind of a wild dude, and I might meet her, and hey, I might bring her, and she make a video telling about how I was, because a lot of people think, oh, you think he's cool now because he's doing YouTube, he's trying to find girls. Yo, find out about me before YouTube, and you know how I was. It was worse. I'm not in Russia for girls, homie. It was worse. It was worse. Much worse in New York City. I almost broke my laptop. And isn't this video supposed to be about my wife? Ex-wife? I'm not saying anything about it. Let me see. My ex-wife, she's funny. She likes to dance. She likes the Boondocks. I don't know if you guys know that cartoon, but she likes the Boondocks. And right now, she's in New York City. You know, she's loving it. She's having a good life there. We came to Russia once together to meet her family. I actually came to Russia twice and met her family. She came one time. Because I've been in Russia much more than she has the past 2 years. You know, I've been here a lot. And that's really it, man. And all this was before I was married. I was only married for a year. It wasn't that long. It was only a year, you know. When you get married young, you know, and okay, I'll admit it. I got married before I started making YouTube videos. Then after I started making YouTube videos, you know, I started becoming popular and stuff, which made the marriage a little more difficult. You know what I mean? So, like that. And that's why I get invites to Russia and all this stuff. And, you know, I'm in Russia, but I'm married and you see all these girls around. It makes it difficult. And it's understandable that, you know, the relationship would end. It's understandable, okay? So, I'm not mad at her. She's not mad at me, nothing like that. Just we tried, but hey, blin chicken, smash 'em. That's it. So, interesting video, I hope. And I'm basically out of here, people. Later.